people who are examples. To be an example means that your life is now theology. That's what it means to be an example. That your life is now theology. Your life is now theology. That your life is now a representation of God. People can learn God by just watching you. Because your life is for an example. Your life is now part of doctrine. Imagine if things are taught with no examples in the Bible. It will be abstract. But there are examples. Jesus, he prayed all night. He preached all day. He suffered, and yet he reviled not. Those are examples. He was tempted in all things, yet without sin. Look at Paul. Look at Peter. All of them are examples, and they are mentioned for us to see. We mention names and people's names because their lives is now part of theology. They are examples. When your life is an example, you are now part of theology. Examples easily resonate with people. And the example is the person we can preach the word and mention their names. So question, are you that kind of leader? That we can boldly call your name and ask you converts to copy you. You see that, brother? Follow him. Even if you can't see road, just follow him. Are you that kind of example? Because if you're a late comer and people follow you, all of them will become late comers. If you're prayerless and people follow you, even the little prayer life they have, it will die. You will reproduce after your kind. You will reproduce after your kind. So work on yourself so that you'll be proud of what you reproduced. So you won't be embarrassed with your disciple who runs away when it's prayer time because the master was always running away. Be an example that people will copy and be safe. Can we use your life as an example? We should be able to see your life in the words that we say. You must be the example. Your life is now part of the theology when you become an example. That is why in the congregation, the pastor must be an example of generosity, an example of humility. The pastor must be an example of morality. Yes. The pastor must be an example of generosity. Don't ask people to give when you are not giving. You be the first to give so people can copy you. If the pastor is stingy, the whole campus will be stingious. If there's English like that. If the pastor is generous, it will replicate in all the people in the campus. If the pastor is humble, members of the campus will be humble. If the discipler is humble, he will produce humble students, humble disciples. And if he's cocky, he will produce cocky disciples. If he's moral, there will be morality in the place. People will not be living anyhow, marrying and divorcing anyhow because the pastor is a loose cannon. The members will not be marrying and divorcing because after all, even our papa cannot keep his own marriage. If our papa cannot, who are we? Who are we? Who are we? At least it's only 3 I have married. Only 3. It has to reach 7 before you shout. It's just 3 now. Papa has already sent 1. He will soon have 2. So me is 3. I only pass Papa with 1. And children must improve on their father. Look at that. So whatever example you are will be replicated in those following you. So that's why sometimes we bear some things to remain an example. See, I hear you. That's the yoke of leadership. That's what? The yoke of leadership. A man of God came here that his wife was always burning the mattresses in the house. I don't know why she likes mattress. Man say, I'm tired of changing mattress. Every time I buy a mattress for our bedroom, before I come back from work, she has burned it to ashes. I am tired of changing mattress. My wife is not normal. She's a mental case. I say, are you serious? He said, yes, but I have to put up with her because I'm the pastor. I'm enduring. But man of God, I'm really suffering. I told him, sorry, sir. I prayed for him. He came from Ogoja. Totally broken. I prayed for him. I said, take your wife to the hospital. He said she refused to go to hospital. She said nothing is wrong with her. But she's always burning mattress. I said, just go into fasting. Say that spirit of mattress burning. Leave my house. I'm not joking. Mattress. Why does she like burning mattress? That's leakage, financial leakage. Why does she like mattress? I wanted to tell you, but don't buy mattress again. Buy wood. Put wood on the bed. 2 of you sleep on top. Wood is better than mattress. Let's see whether she will burn the wood. We endure all things so we can be an example. Tell a neighbor, I want to be a correct representative of Jesus. So I bear things. I endure things. Even from brethren. So I can be an example. Sometimes it is your right, but you give it up so you can remain an example. Be an example of believers. Be an example of believers. I'm teaching good. Be an example of believers. In the things we preach, be an example of believers. We have this treasure in earthen vessels. that the excellency may be of God and not of us. Our treasure is in earthen vessels. In ministry, there are times we are misunderstood and we are insulted. We take the insult by faith. When I see pastors arresting people who speak against them, I laugh. If they are in my shoe, they would lock the whole of Nigeria. But we take it in our stride. Sometimes the thing they say to us will pierce us like razor, like knife. Cha, 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 cha. You see small boys that cannot clean their nose insulting you so that you can just pick up this boy, make him disappear in police station. But you look at him, you remember who you are. You take the injuries, you allow Jesus to heal it. You keep moving on. We go through things, but we don't let those things change us. We change those things. We go through things. We meet people who misunderstand us. They take our message, edit, and make us say what we didn't say. We can arrest them for that. But we let them. And eventually those people come back and become disciples. So imagine if we had locked them up. We bear things, we suffer things in ministry because of the gospel. Say, I hear you. I'm not hearing you. Tell your neighbor, I will keep being an example for the gospel. I will give up some rights for the gospel. Because if people can no more hear me, my life on earth is useless. Got to be an example. Amen. Blessed.